Everything stopped. The studio, once filled with chatter, laughter, and the soft hum of cameras, suddenly fell silent. The lights dimmed, the audience froze, and all eyes turned to one man, Wang Yibo. His face was calm, emotionless even, but his eyes told a different story. There was something there, a quiet ache, a memory trying to breathe again. And then, in a voice so fragile it trembled through the air, he spoke. Can I still go on living in this industry when my friend left me in such a tragic way? For a moment, the world forgot to breathe. No one moved. No one spoke. No applause, no music. Only silence, heavy, sacred, and full of pain. Hello, dear drama lovers. Welcome back to Dunya K-pop. Tonight, we dive into the moment that silenced an entire continent. A single question, soft, trembling, that carried the weight of a lifetime, because behind those words lay grief, guilt, and a love that never faded. Only minutes before, Wang Yibo had walked into the studio for what everyone thought would be a cheerful interview, to talk about his upcoming projects, his tour, his dreams for the future. But no one expected that one gentle question from the interviewer would open the door to a past he'd kept locked away. How do you stay motivated despite all the pressure and loss? The reporter asked quietly. Yibo's trademark smile faltered. His eyes lowered. It was as if he were trying to calm a storm no one else could see. And then, after a long silence, he whispered, I don't know anymore if I deserve to be happy when the one who understood me most is gone. Scene 3. The name that broke the silence. His voice was barely audible, but his words pierced through the world. Then, lifting his gaze toward the camera, his eyes glistening, he asked again, Can I still live in this industry? My friend left me in such a tragic way. And at that moment, one name began to flood every comment section, every tweet, every trending page. Xiao Zhan. To some, he was just a co-star. To Yibo, he was family. They were brothers in spirit. Two souls who found each other in the chaos of fame. They laughed backstage, shared midnight conversations about fears and dreams, and held each other up when the world became too heavy. But fate had its own plans. Xiao Zhan's departure was sudden, painful, unbelievable. When tragedy struck, Wang Yibo shattered. He disappeared from the spotlight for months. No interviews, no events, just silence. And yet, every time he returned to stage, he smiled, the kind of smile that hides more than it reveals. Until that night, when the camera caught a glimpse of his heart breaking in real time. After filming ended, one crew member shared what happened next. Yibo didn't move. He stayed, seated long after the lights faded. He stared at the ceiling and whispered to himself, I miss him, but I'm afraid I'll start to forget his voice. That moment was never broadcast, but when someone from the set shared it online, the world realized his pain was still alive, still raw, still unbearable. Just hours after the interview aired, his close friend, Xiao Zhan's name trended again. But this time, it wasn't about a scandal or a project. It was about love, loss, and remembrance. Shortly after, Yibo's longtime friend posted a message on Weibo. It read, True friends never really leave. They live in every step you take. The message was simple, but it broke hearts around the world. Within an hour, millions of fans commented, not just from China, but from everywhere. Fandoms came together in empathy, realizing this wasn't about fame. It was about humanity, about two souls bound by something far deeper than the stage. You remember, don't you, how close Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan became during the Untamed? Their chemistry was undeniable. Their bond, effortless and sincere. Off-screen, they were quieter, more private, but their connection was something everyone could feel. The glances, the smiles, the comfort of simply existing beside each other. Now, in Yibo's most fragile moment, it was Xiao Zhan's spirit and the love they shared that seemed to hold him up again, not through loud declarations, but through the quiet courage of continuing to live. Scene 7, the world responds. Soon, fans around the world began sending their love. Hashtags like hashtag Stay Strong Yibo and hashtag for Xiao Zhan trended globally. Fan-made tribute videos filled the internet. Clips of them laughing during interviews, practicing scenes side by side, or exchanging knowing smiles on set. One video went viral titled, "Maybe He Left Too Soon." And through Yibo's silent tears, the world was reminded of what real friendship means. No fame, no spotlight, just love, pure, painful, and eternal. Scene 8, Reflection and Hope. A journalist who was in the studio that day later wrote, "Wang Yibo didn't cry, but in his stillness, I could feel the weight of 1,000 unshed tears. That night, the world wept with him. But something changed after that. Late that same night, Yibo posted a photo on his official account. A picture of the evening sky, glowing faintly in orange and blue. The caption read, 'I will keep moving forward.' Just 5 words. Yet they carried enough power to heal millions. Because now, everyone understood. He wasn't walking forward to forget. He was walking forward to honor. Maybe that's what love really is. To keep going, not because the pain is gone, but because the love remains." Xiao Zhan once said something that feels more powerful now than ever before. Sometimes being strong doesn't mean you don't cry. It means facing tomorrow, even when your heart is still broken. And maybe that's exactly what Wang Yibo is doing now. He cries, he hurts, but he keeps standing. He keeps breathing. He dares to face the light, even when surrounded by shadows. The world sees glamour, beauty, and perfection, but rarely the loneliness that lingers after the applause fades. Behind every perfect smile is someone learning how to live with loss. As millions rewatch that interview tonight, they understand something deeper than words. Even the brightest stars have shadows. Even the strongest hearts can break. And sometimes the most beautiful thing in this world is not someone who shines, but someone who's shattered and still chooses to shine anyway. Hello again, dear viewers. Maybe this story made you cry a little, because behind every spotlight, there are people who love, who lose, and who try to keep living. Wang Yibo's question wasn't just about the entertainment industry. It was a cry from the soul, from someone searching for meaning after unimaginable loss. And perhaps we've all felt that before. That strange guilt of smiling again, when someone we love no longer can. But maybe, just maybe, as Yibo showed us through his quiet resilience, to live on is not betrayal. It is love, because when we move forward, we carry them with us. In every breath, every song, every step. When the studio lights dimmed that night, Yibo whispered softly, "Thank you for staying with me this far." No one knows who he was speaking to. Maybe to Xiao Zhan, maybe to himself. But one thing is certain, those words came from the deepest part of his heart. Every silence, every tear, every unspoken goodbye. So, dear drama lovers, what do you think? Is Wang Yibo ready to take another step forward, or does he still need more time to heal? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and send love to both Yibo and Xiao Zhan, because in the end, nothing shines brighter than true friendship, and nothing is braver than choosing to live, even when your heart still aches. Until next time, keep your hearts gentle, and never stop spreading love.